The difference between a $5 million jet and a $75 million flying palace? It's like comparing a bicycle to a teleporter. Most people think private jets are just expensive ways to skip waiting lines at the airport. They're wrong. Dead wrong. At $5 million, you're buying a flying taxi. At $25 million, you're purchasing a sky office. At $75 million, you're not buying transportation, you're buying the power to bend geography to your will. Here's exactly what separates the merely wealthy from those who've transcended the concept of distance. The $5 million entry-level Citation CJ3 Plus. $5 million gets you the Cessna Citation CJ3 Plus. And while calling it entry-level sounds ridiculous, that's exactly what it is in private aviation terms. This is your ticket into the exclusive world where you never have to deal with waiting lines, flight delays, or crying babies again. This light jet seats 7 passengers in a cabin that's 13 feet long and under 5 feet tall. If you're over 6 feet, you're ducking. The interior width hits just over 4.5 feet, so forget about hosting cocktail parties. But here's what matters. It cruises at 417 miles per hour at 45,000 feet, getting you from New York to Miami in 2.5 hours versus 3+ on commercial, not counting the airport nightmare. The range hits 2,100 miles, meaning you can fly coast to coast with one fuel stop, or cover most destinations within the continental United States without breaking a sweat. You're basically turning the entire country into your local neighborhood. The cockpit features the Garmin G3000 avionics suite, which is like having a spaceship's control panel. We're talking synthetic vision technology that creates 3-dimensional terrain maps, weather radar that can see storms from hundreds of miles away, and automatic emergency descent. If cabin pressure fails, this jet will save itself without pilot input. The terrain awareness system literally talks to the pilots, warning them about mountains, towers, or any obstacles in their path. Inside the cabin, you get leather seats that recline, LED lighting systems, and a refreshment center with ice storage and beverage compartments. There's a small lavatory in the back, and by small, I mean really small. But it's private and beats the alternative. Power outlets keep your devices charged, and there are storage compartments throughout for luggage and personal items. Operating costs run $3,000 per flight hour, covering fuel, maintenance, insurance, and crew. Flying a typical 100 hours yearly? That's $300,000 in annual operating costs alone. Insurance runs about $15,000 annually. Hangar fees add another $20,000 to $30,000, and you'll need regular maintenance inspections that can cost $50,000 or more. The $25 million sweet spot, Gulfstream G280. Jump to $25 million and you enter a completely different universe with the Gulfstream G280. This is where private aviation gets serious, and the differences aren't just incremental, they're revolutionary. The cabin explodes to 25 feet long, over 7 feet wide, and 6 feet 2 inches tall. Most people can actually stand up straight and walk around comfortably. We're talking about spacious club seating with tables, fully reclining seats that convert into beds, and enough room to actually conduct real business meetings in the air. The typical configuration seats 10 passengers, but these aren't cramped airline seats. This is furniture-grade seating with individual climate controls. Here's where performance gets insane. This jet cruises at 560 miles per hour, nearly 150 miles per hour faster than the $5 million option. The service ceiling hits 51,000 feet, putting you above most weather and commercial traffic for smoother flights and more direct routing. Range extends to 3,400 miles, meaning New York to London non-stop, or you can cover the entire continental United States with fuel to spare. The avionics package is the Plainview 280 system, which makes the Citation setup look like a calculator. Enhanced flight vision systems can see through clouds and darkness. Synthetic vision creates real-time 3-dimensional maps, And there are automatic emergency systems that can literally land the plane if both pilots become incapacitated. The weather radar is so advanced, it can predict turbulence before you encounter it. But the interior is where your $25 million really shows. Handcrafted leather seating with heating and massage functions. Hardwood cabinetry that would make luxury yacht owners jealous. Stone countertops. And a full galley with convection oven, microwave, and coffee maker. You can actually prepare real meals at altitude, not just reheat airline food. The lavatory isn't just functional. It features marble surfaces, high-end fixtures, and enough space to actually change clothes comfortably. Some configurations include a shower, turning this into a flying hotel room. The cabin management system lets you control lighting, temperature, entertainment, and communication from touchscreen panels throughout the aircraft. You've got high-speed satellite internet allowing you to stream videos, conduct video conferences, or run your entire business from 40,000 feet. Operating costs jump to $4,500 per flight hour, but you're getting dramatically more capability. The range means fewer fuel stops, the speed means shorter flight times, and the comfort means you can actually be productive during travel, instead of just enduring it. The $75 million Flying Palace, Bombardier Global 75000. At $75 million, you're not buying transportation. You're purchasing the Bombardier Global 7500, a flying luxury hotel that represents the absolute pinnacle of civilian aviation technology. Performance numbers that'll melt your brain. This beast cruises at 625 miles per hour with a range of 7,700 miles. That means New York to Hong Kong non-stop. 15 hours of flight time without touching down. You can fly from London to Sydney, Los Angeles to Dubai, or basically connect any two major cities on Earth with at most one fuel stop. The maximum operating altitude reaches 51,000 feet, and at that altitude, you're flying higher than most commercial traffic, above weather systems, and in air so thin that the sky outside your windows looks almost black during daylight hours. The cabin is 54 feet long, longer than most people's homes and wider than many New York apartments. We're talking about 4 distinct living areas. A forward lounge with comfortable seating for conversation, a conference room with a table that seats 6 for actual business meetings, a dining area with a proper table for meals, and a private bedroom with a permanent queen-size bed. Here's the part that breaks people's minds. The bedroom features an actual queen-size bed, not some fold-out contraption or reclining seats pushed together. This is a real bed with luxury linens, multiple pillows, and enough space to sleep comfortably. The ensuite bathroom has a stand-up shower with stone surfaces, heated floors, and fixtures that would fit perfectly in a 5-star hotel. The main cabin can seat 19 passengers, but the executive layout typically accommodates 10 in supreme luxury. Each seat is essentially a piece of high-end furniture with massage functions, heating and cooling, memory foam cushioning, and the ability to convert into completely flat beds. The conference table can seat 6 people comfortably for board meetings, contract signings, or strategic planning sessions. Real work, not the cramped attempts you might make in smaller jets. The galley is a legitimate restaurant kitchen with a convection oven, steam oven, microwave, espresso machine, wine cooler, and storage for china and crystal glassware. The head chef from a Michelin-starred restaurant could prepare a full-course meal at 45,000 feet. There's even a dedicated crew rest area, allowing for ultra-long flights with multiple pilot crews. Most mind-blowing feature? The cabin altitude never exceeds 2,800 feet equivalent, even at maximum operating altitude. While other jets leave you feeling dehydrated and exhausted, the Global 7500's environmental system keeps you feeling like you're barely off the ground. The air is completely refreshed every few minutes with HEPA filtration. The windows are the largest in business aviation, 28 inches tall with electronic dimming that can be controlled from your phone. No more plastic window shades. These electronically tint from clear to completely dark at the touch of a button. Operating costs hit $6,000 per flight hour, but consider what you're getting. An aircraft that can replace multiple smaller jets while providing unmatched global reach and luxury that rivals the finest hotels on Earth.